Hey everyone! So in this video we're going to be making some peach butter. Yes, I got some peaches on sale at Meijer's for 59 cents a pound. So yes, I grabbed about 7 pounds or so. So we're going to make some peach butter. Using the Waterbath canner, we're going to make sure that the water is 1 inch over the jars. Alright guys, so the recipe I'm using is the peach butter. And it's out of the Ball Blue book. Alright. So, and if you don't have a book, I will put a link in the description if you need to get one of these. Otherwise, this is the recipe I'm using. So we're gonna do 4 to 4.5 pounds of peaches, half a cup of water, and 4 cups of sugar. All right, we're gonna wash the peaches, drain them, peel them. We're gonna just put them in the pot of boiling water that I showed you. And cold water, cut off the peel, yada, yada, yada. And then we'll cook them in the pan, and then we'll fill them in the jars, and then we'll process them. So I'll take you along step by step. So here's my beautiful bounty of peaches that I got at Meijer's for 59 cents a pound. So we're gonna go ahead and get these washed and blanched and peeled, and then I'll be back. So these are the ones that were in the box. Now the book tells us that we don't have to sterilize these ones that come right out of the box. So I just basically took them all out, took the lids and rings off, put them all in a sink full of dishwater, clean dishwater, and I just rinsed them all out and rinsed them all off, and now they're drying. So that's only because these ones were brand new and never used. So the ones that I am reusing are the ones that are in the pot sterilizing. So that's these ones here. So these are pints, and I'm gonna use these for my peppers. So I'm sterilizing these. That's a separate video. But because these ones were used, I'm sterilizing them. Okay. The other ones is the smaller ones I'm going to use for the peach butter and the jelly. So, and then I've got my pot over here to blanch, and then my bowl of ice water for afterwards. And that's just to get the peels off. And then I'll be able to cook it in this pot. All right, so let's get started. It is very important to have clean fruits and vegetables to start with. So make sure you clean them. So I got them all rinsed. I got them drained. And now we're going to get started on blanching. I think about 30 seconds or so. Between 30 and 60 seconds is what they say. I'm gonna put 5 in at a time, and we'll do it like that. All right, let's see if we can get this one peeled. Looks like it's peeling fairly easy. I'm going to save my peels now, because I'm going to do something else with the peels. Guess I should get a bowl for my peels, huh? Alright, so there's my peel for the one, and then there's my peach. So we'll just keep going. I think I find it a little bit easier if I score the peaches at the bottom and then just go ahead and peel it. It's a lot quicker and it's a lot easier. Alright, so these are the peaches I got done. These are the peels. I'll use these to make jelly, but these are the peaches that I have peeled, and I'm about to show you how to cut them so that you will have them in nice chunks for the peach butter. Alright, so I'm just going to take my peach here, and this is the stem side here. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the palm of my hand. I'm going to put that face down, and then I'm going to go around it all the way. Be careful because it's slippery. You don't want to use a very sharp knife because these are soft as it is. You want to try to use the softest peaches for peach butter because the sugars are now concentrated. So then we're going to go around the other way. So now I have a cross on there. Okay, so now I'm going to go down diagonally. Okay, I'm going to go all the way around like that. Other way diagonally, and these are already trying to jump off the pit at me. Alright, so you should have, let me turn it back around. You should have 8 slices now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the middle, and I'm going to go around this way. Now you see what I'm saying? These come right off, and then you don't have to go through the trouble of chopping. Alright, see how they just fall right off? And then you just remove your pit. Just like that. So I'm going to do the rest of these just like that. So once the peaches get soft enough, you can mash them. I'm just mashing them up a little bit to make sure that they are all pretty soft enough and that they are all ready. And then I'm going to put this in my blender. I have a Vitamix blender, so it'll puree this right quick. So now that I have it all pureed, I'm going to add my sugar. And I'm not adding 4 cups of sugar. My peaches were very ripe and they were very sweet. So I'm going to go in with 1 cup of sugar, and then I'm going to taste it, and if it's fine for me, I'm going to leave it at that. Otherwise, you can put as much or as little sugar as you like. And then you can add things like cinnamon or nutmeg or any other type of spices you would like to add. Stir it up really well. Make sure that all of the sugar dissolves. Get it nice and incorporated. And then just keep stirring it occasionally so it doesn't stick to the bottom of your pan. Turn it up just a little bit because we want this to start to thicken. So once it's thick enough to stand on your spoon, then it is thick enough to go ahead and start to process. Okay, we're going to start filling in our hot jars. We've got our lids here and some hot water, magnet for our lids. I've got a plastic spatula for debubbling, and my coffee cup I'm going to use for ladling because it's bigger. I've also got a bowl here with vinegar in it to wipe the rims, and I also have my jar lifter on hand. You want to make sure that you have all of your tools on hand when you start your process so that you are not fumbling. This is hot and you will get burned if you are not careful. So we're going to leave a 1/4 inch headspace on each of these jars. right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for coming along with me as I can peach butter for the first time, and peach jelly will be on another video. So stay tuned.